What you consume in your life shapes the way you live. The space you spend time in, the information you take in, and the people you surround yourself with all influence how you move through life and how you think about the future. I'm Devin, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through my thought process and the steps I'm taking to improve my space so that I can create an environment that better supports the way I want to live and work. I've always had a vision for what I wanted this space to become, but I've often struggled to move it beyond just an idea. So to start, I looked for inspiration. It comes from books, videos, or mood boards I've curated on Pinterest. From there, I start building references, documenting notes, and organizing ideas so a loose thought can become something I actually build from. For this project, I pulled shelving options from IKEA that fit my space, finished it in Figma with my mood board, added some notes for what I wanted this area to become, organized it to be a useful, inspirational boost for my creativity. A philosophy that I've picked up on over my creative experience is that new projects don't always start on the canvas. Most of the time, it starts by collecting references and inspiration to boost my processes. In a lot of the architecture books and behind the scenes or art of books that I've read, the artists are always building from a personal bank of ideas that they've collected over time or put together themselves. Before I bought anything, I wanted to follow a similar process and do the same. A few days later, my package arrived. The Design of Everyday Things, a book by Don Norman, changed how I think about the details that make something useful. My own takeaway is that good design isn't always about perfection. Sometimes, it's about understanding which details actually matter. In this case, the detail that mattered most to me weren't affected. Before I brought the shelves into my office and installed them, I thought it would be a good idea to look over what I had received from IKEA. There's been a few times where something has arrived with enough damage to justify returning it, but this time there were only a few small blemishes that were not noticeable enough for me to send the shelves back. Before I added the shelves to the brackets that I previously installed, I wanted to clear and reset the space. I moved the plants, cleaned up the cat toys, vacuumed the hair and dust, and everything else that had collected around the corners of the room. Once I'd cleaned my space, I was finally able to start filling it in. My goal was to keep this area balanced and add things that I appreciated. I didn't want the shelves to become cluttered and feel like I was just filling every open space just because it was available. In my experience, books are usually the first thing I reach for. Over the past decade, I've spent a lot of time reading about creativity, design, habits, architecture, and good storytelling. A lot of these books have inspired the way that I think and the way that I notice things around me. When I enter a space, the first thing I notice is a stack of books. I've always appreciated how a stack of colorful, well-designed books can add energy to a creative space. That's why I chose these books as a foundation for the project. I've always appreciated good lighting in my spaces and truly believe that it can have just as much influence on a room as the furniture or decor inside it. At night, my small collection of lava lamps completely change the atmosphere. The hue lighting makes the office feel warmer and turns it into a place that I genuinely enjoy spending my time. Together, these pieces tell a story about the things that influence me to continue pursuing my creative interests, developing my technical abilities, and finding ways to continuously improve what I do. So once they were in place, I started adding items that I felt connected to and appreciated seeing. Some of these things remind me of stories that I grew up with, others are gifts from people I care about, and some remind me of projects or hobbies that I've personally enjoyed. In the future, I plan to add matching cabinetry below the shelves to help organize my printer and network equipment. But for now, I need the space to be functional until it's completed. Throughout my creative career, one thing I've learned is that the first iteration or first implementation of an idea isn't always the best. I try to stay flexible and keep my knees loose, knowing that ideas may need to change once I see them in the actual space. While this might be discouraging to some, I don't see this as a failure. I see it as a sign that I'm taking the time to pay attention, make adjustments, and reorganize things until the results feel balanced. Although I had built inspiration for my space in the beginning, I decided to move some things around. So I moved my camera to a place where it would stand out, setting it beside books that continue to inspire me today. These books inspire me to pick up new hobbies and try new things, even when doing it makes me feel uncomfortable. For me, this space serves as a reminder of where I found some of my initial inspiration and how these early interests continue to influence me today. At the beginning of the video, I said that what you consume in your life shapes the way you live. While I definitely believe that's true, I don't think it's only about what we consume. It's also about what we choose to return to, how we spend our time, and how we incorporate those influences into our habits and the lives we build. The stories that we appreciate and the way we allow those experiences to influence us help shape who we are, what we create, and the spaces we put together. This project wasn't planned only to provide more storage, organize my belongings, or even make my office feel cozier. I wanted to bring more inspiration into the room and help myself feel closer to becoming the person I'm inspired to be. That's someone who remains excited to grow, learn, create, and continue expanding my personal experience. Until next time, stay curious and keep improving.